Oof.
Blog Talk Radio.
Hello and welcome to the Diva of Days of Our Lives. Tonight we'll be discussing this past week's show. Be sure to check us out here on Blogtalk Radio for our shows and interviews. This is our 413th show. You can find us on Twitter at Diva of Dole. We're also on Facebook at Diva of Days of Our Lives. You can find us on iTunes. I'm Marianne, and you can find me at Mama_Hooch, and we have Jen with us tonight. Hi, Jen.
Hey, I'm at RXJDK at Twitter.
Okay, and the Diva, Carrie, is at Diva of Dole on Twitter. She won't be able to make it tonight, and also Anna at Causey Hooch won't be able to make it tonight. So it's Jen and I, and whoever wants to call in,
yep.
Go ahead and give us a call. Yeah, I don't know who's out there or can call. Also, check out our friends at Bob Hapka and at Amy Hapka on Twitter, and they're also on Facebook. And also check out at Teo Penglis and at Lauren Coslow and at Kill Trip USA, which is Ian Buchanan. And I think I saw out there the other day, Teo tweeted out that him and Leanne will be on next month, sometime in March. But I'm not so sure exactly when. But I guess they'll be returning for a little bit in March, so we're looking forward to seeing them. I just wish it could be for a longer stay. Yes, permanent stay. That they need somebody back in the Demantia because there's really no DeMira family per se anymore. You know, Chad's there, but I don't know what he's doing. Not doing much of anything. Kristen doesn't really care about it anymore. In fact, she's with Basic Black, which I guess is part of DeMira, but still, there's nobody really heading the family. And then Stevano, all he's worried about is Marlena. Or trying to get Marlena.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think it's time, maybe, and Tony, but then it's also maybe time for Andre to come back.
Yes,
I'd like to see him come back too. Yeah, because they haven't brought him back from the dead. They were bringing everybody else back. So anyway, so
how about
hopefully.
Theo?
But it's Theo. Yeah, there's other DeMiros out there. You know, so unless I always thought don't know what happened. Remember there was that Johnny was supposed to come, like a grown-up Johnny, but I guess that's never happened unless it's going to happen later. I don't know. I think Sammy's supposed to be. Well, Allison Sweeney's filming now, or she was not long ago. But you know that they're 6-7 months ahead. So who knows when we'll see her. So, but then, So anyway, I guess we can. What did you like? I guess the big thing was the Lani crashing.
Yes.
Eli and Gabi's wedding is kind of how it started out. I liked how she came in with her nun habit.
Oh, yeah.
She told him, it's just as Julie was going to say, pronounce you man and wife, she said, hold those words or whatever. And she, how'd you like how she took off her habit and had the black dress on or whatever of course, it took her about better half of the show to finally spit out what the main part, like, it's like, you just tell them already. So she finally told everybody there at the wedding that exactly what Gabi made her do, and if she wouldn't leave Eli, she was going to kill Julie, and she had an app on her phone, and somehow it's like nobody would grab the phone out of her hand.
I know. It's like
okay.
What is wrong with you people?
What did you think of that? Yeah. But in the meantime, what we find out is when JJ went to pick up Julie from the hospital, he told her everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And they were able to dismantle the app or the pacemaker or whatever.
Theo did.
So actually she was, Theo did. Yeah, okay. So by that time, was disabled. Julie knew about it, so they kind of set Gabi up, egging her on. And so in front of everybody, she pushes the button there, and she tries to kill Julie. And when she does, Julie is faking that she had a heart attack. And so basically, Gabi basically admitted, she did that, and actually it was intending to kill her. Yeah, so
she outed herself.
Yes. So Rafe had to arrest her again. Poor oh, Rafe. He's always getting her out of. And so she's handcuffed now. They have her in jail, and it's like Rafe's there again. Like, what were you thinking? Like, what are you thinking? And I don't know. I don't have any pity at all for Gabi because
neither.
Not
one
you make that
pity.
mistake. No, you did it once. You did not learn from your mistakes. And she always uses Ari as an excuse, but she never thinks about her. She's never with her. She's too busy with Stefan and worried about with all over Stefan and then all over Eli and for revenge, to get revenge on Lani. And we were just talking a little bit before, Jen, if you wanted to talk about Sonny. Sonny came to talk to Gabi.
Yeah, he rocked it. Oh my God. Everything he said was so true.
And the way he said it, with the anger and the tirade, I mean, he really just was in her face. And his face was so, all red and screaming. And just, I've never saw Sonny get that. Sonny's usually the level-headed one. He usually tries to be understanding with Gabi all the other times. But I think he's about done. Had it. The
man is done.
I mean, lately Freddie Smith has had some really great performances with his emotions and stuff, and I hope he gets nominated for the Emmy. I don't know whether it's this. I think his scenes might not qualify until next year. I think that he was talking about that on that thing he had with Chandler Massey. They might have. I think they said the Adrian scenes didn't make it. So they won't be I don't think these ones will be until the next year. So, but anyway, I hope he eventually
wins,
gets nominated. Yeah, he did a really great job, and it was more or less he was saying well, who's supposed to tell Ari, or all this? It's going to have to be him again.
Yeah, he always gets a crappy job,
Mhm. So that was some really good scenes. And then we had Kate visiting her too.
Yep.
Of course, Kate's arrested now. So for her part in it, and I don't know, somehow somebody's, I'm sure, going to get her off. But so they're were talking about what they did wrong, and she was kind of getting down on Gabi too.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what was said there. So and then we had the DA. We have a new DA, I guess, or is he the assistant DA? I guess Trask isn't. Yeah, he's a new guy on there. He was pretty good. Yeah, he's pretty good.
He played in something, and I can't place him.
Yeah, I did see somebody. I forget where they said, but he was on another. I think he was on another soap, but I don't know which one. But I guess he cut her a deal, meaning 10 years, to take it, without a trial, 10 years. Otherwise, it could be tick-tock. Yeah. So he said she only had a limited amount of time to decide. So Sonny said that she could take it. Those were. So Gabi's in a dilemma here again. But no sympathy for her this time. I don't know.
Not one shred.
No, Camilla's doing a good job in the part as usual, but so, and then I guess Eli still has to come to terms. He kind of hasn't completely gone back to Lani. I think he just needs time to process it all, I guess.
You know what? He needs to apologize to her. He treated her like crap.
Yeah. And I guess he doesn't understand, we all, why didn't she just go to him in the first place? Which is kind of, but.
But that's against the rules of soaps.
Oh, well, yeah, we had to drag it out, right? That was the logical thing for her to do. But, like, she finally, and he says, and you tell JJ? You told JJ before me, so he's a little upset with that. So how we're going to do that. And then let's see. How did you like Hattie and Roman?
Oh, I love them.
Yeah, she poured her heart out to him.
Yep.
You know, and she really told him, and she liked him. Although he seemed kind of flattered, and it's kind of like he wasn't ruling it out.
Yeah. He's gonna break his own
rule.
rule.
I don't know. I guess, yeah. So I don't know. They might go there, but they are cute, yeah, together. Deidre is Hattie. Just just love her. They can, yeah.
You know who Hattie reminds me of? Calliope.
Who?
Hattie.
Yeah, the kooky. Yeah, the same kookiness.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like she's usually right in a roundabout way.
Mhm.
If you like analyze it.
Yeah. Well.
She knows what she's talking about.
She knows what. Yeah. She makes sense or makes people see.
Yeah.
See themselves. Yeah. Or she kind of like tells it like it is in her own way.
Yeah.
So yeah, but those were. And I don't know. Then we had I don't know, with Marlena and John. There wasn't much with Marlena and John. Valentine's Day. That was about it with them, I guess.
Yeah.
Then we had the big Stevano and Kayla.
Yep.
He revealed himself. Yeah. Those were some intense scenes too.
Yep.
Because Kayla was still getting on when she was thinking it was Steve.
Yeah. She let him have it, and it was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and she would let Stefano have it, I guess, too.
Yep.
In the meantime, Rafe and Justin has figured out that, because Rafe knows now about, Steve and Stefano, so he had to tell Justin. So they kind of figured out, but now they don't know where they're at, though. But they're trying to find them.
They found the bloody bandages. Is that like?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's so like.
Yeah.
Just dump them in your wastebasket.
Rumor. Really? Yeah. And I heard this rumor out there. Somebody was saying that Rolf has this idea, or Stefano does, to get another way to get to Marlena is to put Stefano's memories in John.
Oh God.
To make. And then somebody was saying, no, they were thinking, why don't they put Marlena's memories or Marlena's essence in Kayla? I'm there. Oh gosh. I hope that's just a rumor.
Please no.
Because somebody says, please don't do that. So, yeah. I don't want to see that. So, yeah.
So who do you think is going to be the match?
Well, I've heard rumors out there. The spoilers are out there. Have you seen it?
Have
you seen who?
Rumors.
Who do you think? Mm-hmm.
I've heard it's Victor, or it could be Gabi.
I heard it could be Gabi.
Yeah.
That's her deal to get out.
Yeah, to get out.
It's going to be her. You know what I mean? To get out off of it.
Yeah.
But I heard also that the DA is going to play hardball and say no.
Yeah.
So is she going to hold that? Yeah, because how it ended, what they did, Sarah gets a call that there was a match.
Yeah.
And of course, before that, Brady found out from Tate when he talked to him that he got tested.
Yep.
Because Victor had called Theresa, and Victor wanted to keep it quiet.
Yeah.
Tate spilled the beans, so him and Kristen went over to confront Victor. And at the time, they're yelling at Xander and Brady are like on each other, and Sarah comes down and tells them to all shut up because she got the phone call that there was a match. So then she calls Eric, and they go over, and I guess Brady gets a phone call from Theresa and said, well, Theresa said she's not a match.
Yeah.
And then Nicole says, well, what about Tate? And then it kind of ends there, makes you hanging like it's going to be Tate. But I did hear that it's, I'd heard it was Victor, but now I think I saw some kind of spoiler thing in Soap Opera Digest said it is Gabi because it shows a picture of Eric and Sarah talking to Gabi in jail.
In jail.
Yeah, so
in the interrogation room, probably.
Yeah.
Anybody walks in that room.
Yeah, Kate just walks in. I mean.
Yeah, but it's like, seriously?
Yeah. Everybody just walks in there, yeah.
Yeah, did Justin get Kate off?
Did Justin get Kate? I don't know. She was in there. She was, I think she's had the handcuffs on, or she was talking to Rafe, but I know Justin's her lawyer, so.
Yeah.
But, yeah, well, no, because she said something about, they might have to spend the night in jail together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh. Nikki's in the chat room. You should call in, Nikki. Hey, Nikki. Because Kate said something about they might have to spend the night in jail together or something. So I guess she still hasn't gotten off yet. So I don't know. And then we had Will and Sonny. Sonny. Will never sent in the divorce papers, and Sonny found out as he went to talk to him about it. Sonny's still trying to figure out, why don't you want him? And Will's given the story, because Ben broke out. And it's on lockdown. I still don't have the papers, but he didn't really tell Sonny why.
Yeah.
And then he asked to see Maggie, so Maggie comes to visit him in jail.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad for Maggie, but then if she was driving drunk, after the incident with her son, the one we don't like to mention.
Yes. Okay.
I mean,
yeah, right.
To get behind the wheel of a car after drinking.
Right.
It's like,
but
seriously?
Yeah, but I don't think Maggie did it. I think Summer did it.
Yeah.
I think that's Maggie's gonna but like he's talking to Maggie, and he was explaining like what happened that night. And she was telling him and everything, and she says, "But thank God I didn't get behind the wheel." And he says, "Do you something about? Are you sure?"
Yeah.
And she kind of looked at him, and she's starting to have memories. Of that night, which I think next week we're going to see that she gets these memories back.
Yeah.
So, and then in the meantime, Victor finds out from Sarah that Maggie is visiting Will. So he gets and he actually goes himself
to the prison.
Yeah, and then that Maggie leaves because he tells her that they found a match, so she goes over to the hospital to find out about the match, and he more or less is begging Will to not tell Maggie. He almost left it out. He said because I don't know how Maggie would deal with. He was about to say killing her granddaughter, but he didn't get that out. So he had to stop himself. So I don't know if Will kind of caught that, so I don't know. No. Let's see. So that's what's going on there. So I guess we'll find. And then we have Ben and Ciera. How'd you like that? Ciera Club and Rafe.
I liked it, but it was dumb as a rock.
So, yes. Because now then, I guess, Ray says, now I'm going to have to arrest you, although I don't know if he did. I mean, he brought her into custody, but the DA overheard.
Yeah.
Of course, she tells Ben to run, but then, of course, at the end there on Friday, we see Ben comes back.
Yeah, he comes back. He didn't want her in trouble.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know, I think it comes close that he gets, they're supposed to kill him or something. I don't know. Sooner or later, I guess they're going to find out that it's David. I mean, not David, but Evan.
Evan,
They killed Jordan. Yeah. So I don't know how they're going to figure that out yet. They haven't really gotten there yet to figuring that out. So, yeah. So we have a couple of those different storylines.
Yeah.
What's
What
that?
do you think of Doug?
Oh yeah, that's good. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, they had a special
Episode, yeah.
episode, yeah, just for Doug. And okay, we find out that Bill Horton died.
Yeah.
They had to kill poor Bill Horton to give Doug a story. I mean, but anyway, because it's been 50 years since Bill Hayes has been on Days, and they showed clips. How'd you like seeing those old clips?
They looked gorgeous together, those two. Doug and Joey.
Oh yeah, I can't remember. Some of those went really way back. You know, back into the 70s there. When he I know there was a storyline like Bill got sent to prison.
Yeah,
he was in prison
Kitty.
with Doug. Kitty.
Yeah,
which was Tommy's wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that goes way back into the late 60s, early 70s and stuff.
Yeah.
But so he was there, and I guess Doug was a con man. He was he had a different name then.
Yeah.
Trent or Brent, something.
Yeah, something
so
like that.
So then he came back to Salem. Yeah, and he was a con man, and he came back because he was trying to get with Susan Martin.
Yeah.
Because she had money or something.
Yeah. She just came into an inheritance or something.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll admit, I was never a fan of Bill, but I only saw him in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't feel any sympathy for the character with what I already knew of him. I mean, he raped Laura, then he married her, and he fought with Mike over Janice. It's like, and then he treated Laura like crap in the 90s. I'm like, this is a hero?
Yeah, and this is a Horton. Yeah, I was going to say, and this is a Horton, you know. Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't really my favorite. I always liked Mickey more so than him.
I loved Mickey.
Mickey was the nicer one, yeah. And,
yes.
And the oldest son, he wasn't on too long, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, Nikki was asking a question. It says, was Bill married to Addie? No, Bill and Addie are brother and sister.
Yeah, Doug was married to Addie.
Yeah, Doug was married to Addie. Yeah. So, yeah, she was asking. Yeah, Bill and actually wasn't Tommy and Addie? I think they were twins.
I think
I go back to the day's history, and they were the oldest. And then Tommy he went away. He was like, they thought he was killed in the war. And then he came back with a different face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Came back with a different face and fell in love with his sister, Marie.
Ooh.
Until they found out it was his brother. They didn't know they were brother and sister.
Yeah.
One of them stories. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Marie he fell in love with, right?
Yes. Marie was the youngest. And then she's the one that got involved with Alex Marshall.
Yep.
And had a baby.
Then she became a nun.
Jessica. Yes. Jessica,
I think I'd
is
be
Nick's mother. Yeah.
I think I'd become a nun after being involved with Alex.
Yeah. So. Although I always did like Alex. I had a crush on Alex Marshall way back in the day. I liked him. Yeah.
Question.
He was the bad guy.
Yeah. I heard Tom Horton knew what Bill did to Laura. Was that true? And did he help cover it up?
I don't know. That kind of sounds familiar, like I heard something.
Yeah.
About that. Yeah. Yeah, back in them days, it was different. The whole thing, even like how he married Laura, he raped her, but then they made it a love story. They kind of did the same thing. General Hospital, Luke and Laura, which was the biggest love story of. Yeah. I don't think they can do that nowadays. I don't know. And then they had Jack doing that to Kayla, and it's like
no.
But then they were together, and it's like okay. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So then we had, we said Ciera. I think okay. And then back to the Doug. Then they showed all through the years Doug and Julie. How they met, and Yeah, that was nice. Did they show him? Did they show him singing at all? I can't remember.
I don't think
they did,
so.
Did they? No. But
No.
just back in the days, now they can't really sing like they used to with copyright rules or something. Now but he always used to sing every week, like. Yeah. So. But yeah, so that's been 50 years because he's around 95 now.
I know.
He looks pretty darn good.
Oh yeah. If I look that good, I'll be happy.
Yeah, and he says I mean, they have him and he says his lines well, remembers his lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is John Aniston.
Yeah. Oh yeah, John Aniston's funny.
Oh. I think he ad-libs a lot.
Yeah, I guess so. That's the way he delivers the lines too.
Yeah.
With that dry sense of humor that he has.
Yeah.
So that was that was a good episode, and and then we have so that's kind of JJ's exit, I think. He left to go over there, and we're going to find that he decides to stay. And then I'm wondering, did you see it was Abigail? Then Abigail tells Chad, "No, I want to go myself." She didn't want to take the kids.
Yeah.
So that was her reason. I'll go and you stay home with the kids. I'd rather you stay home with the kids. So I don't know.
Yeah.
They're going to be somehow she's just not going to return because I don't think she was supposed to be back.
She wasn't supposed to be back permanently. No.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know who else is coming. Like we said before, like Tony and Anna will be back.
Yeah.
In March, which they need to be back permanently.
Definitely.
So, I don't know. Is there anything else we're missing? Did you hear any other rumors or anything?
I haven't heard any rumors except for that Gabi might be out. I'm not even sure about that.
Well, yeah. I don't know. That could be because I know when the whole thing broke when Chandler and Freddie were let go, she was very upset.
Yeah.
Because she's thinking, she might be next.
Yeah,
especially with Gabi now facing prison. Yeah, that's there's her three connections right there.
That's true.
That's her family. Is Rafe, her brother, and then, Will's her dad, Will and Sonny are the fathers, of Ari. So yeah, if they're gone and then she goes to prison. So I don't know, but I'm telling you, after seeing, it's a shame. Hope somehow that they can bring them back.
Yeah.
Eventually bring Sonny and Will back. And we don't know how they're going to leave. They couldn't say. Yeah, if they leave together, if one dies, if they both die, or so we don't know.
As much as I'm not a huge fan of Will, I don't think Dave will make that mistake again of killing him off. Yeah.
Yeah. What's Nikki saying? Well, Nikki's asking here, did Stevano offer Justin his own Queen of the Night? Kayla, yes. That's a spoiler.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Oh,
now, what do you think of Lani's performance? I thought she was spot on.
Oh, yeah. Her performance, when she was telling Gabi?
On Gabi.
Her scenes with Eli. On Gabi?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah. Where she just told the whole story.
Yep.
Yeah. What did you think? I think we talked about this last week, Valerie coming back. She looked totally different.
Oh, my God.
With her
she
hair.
Looked gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah. It was it must have been just the hairstyle that made all the difference.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
It was almost like it's two different women because she looked so totally different.
Definitely.
So.
Now, is Sheila still coming back? Sheila. She worked for Abe.
Oh, I thought I heard that Sheila's
Yeah.
coming back. Yeah. So.
She kind of grew on me.
Oh yeah. She was fun. I don't know if I'd like to see her and I don't know. I still would have liked to have seen her and Abe together. I think they'd have been good. Sometimes opposites,
Do attract.
Together. So, yeah.
Roman and Hattie.
Yeah, and they work. Roman and
Yep.
Hattie work. Like I never liked Roman and Marlena together. When she
I
was
always
Marlena,
did.
back in the day. Did you like Joss Taylor's Roman? See, I didn't like her with Joss Taylor.
I even
I liked her. I liked Wayne Northrup's Roman.
Oh yeah, I liked him too. I even liked Josh Taylor with Eileen Davidson. I thought they could have gone there.
Yeah, but I liked Roman and Kate.
I liked them too.
I liked Cayman. Oh, I don't know. Oh, Nikki, is Will leaving? Is Will leaving going to go with Sammy back in the summer? Maybe something bad happens to the character.
Oh boy.
I don't know. There could be many ways that they leave. I don't know.
Yeah.
She likes Josh with Lauren. Yeah. Yeah.
I even like Josh with Leanne.
Yes. I don't know. They're okay. Funny together. I like them together that way. But no, not thinking of them together, no.
Yeah.
No.
Tony and Anna all the way, but
she belongs with Tony.
Not Tony,
well, yeah.
Josh.
Yeah. But I loved how they were scheming, like to make Tony jealous.
Yeah.
That was funny. But making him buy her a ring. And,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
At least she paid for it.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, they need to give Roman some more story.
Yeah.
Josh more story with Hattie. So
definitely.
Yeah, keep Hattie around. I'm glad they brought Hattie back. I'm sure Deidre was pushing for that.
She looks like she had a blast.
Yes. Because I remember a couple it wasn't this past year, the year before at Day of Days, when she was playing Hattie. She just loved, you could just, her face would light up when she was talking about Hattie and playing Hattie. And you could tell she enjoyed it a lot more. And I think the fans were telling her that they were enjoying Hattie more than Marlena. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah, so I'm thinking it was a push, so. So, yeah, I don't know, it's like Sammy's coming back, and I don't know, and then, of course, Stefan's supposed to come back, but I heard that it might be like not him, but it might be a twin.
Yeah.
It looks like him. So
well, it's kind of hard. They gave his heart to Julie, but it never stopped Jennifer from coming back.
Right. That's something stranger things have happened on days,
Yeah.
But now I don't know if Gabby's going to leave. Well, of course, we are still going to see Will and Sonny clear into September.
Oh, yeah.
So they're really still on for the rest of this year. It's just that, we won't see them. Last time we'll see them in September.
Yeah.
But
as long as they keep Justin unhappy.
Oh, yeah. And when Judy Evans is back, so.
Yes. I hope she's playing Adrian. I really do, though. Bonnie's okay, but I like Adrian better.
Yeah, but it could give Judy a chance to play Bonnie now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. 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 Like they can bring Tony and Andre back.
That works for me.
Nikki says playing dual. Yeah, she says playing dual characters gives the actors something else to do. Or
definitely.
they could do something different. Yeah, and play something different than one character. Like instead of being like prim and proper Marlena, she can play crazy Hattie, which is something completely different. And then Tony is the nicer romantic guy, the better guy, and then Andre's the bad guy.
Case.
But Andre became softened though. Andre was kind of like a little bit of, he showed a little bit of Tony in him. So.
Yeah, sometimes I wondered if it was Tony.
Yeah, I think he did that on purpose. Played it that way. Like
he did that in the 90s.
Yes.
When he was let go.
And that's a way of kind of like, right, saying that gave that the opportunity to bring him back, right.
Yeah.
Make the audience to think that, that wasn't Tony, that was Andre, or that wasn't Andre, that was Tony. So.
Yeah. Because his exit story, he just did things, Tony would never do.
Right.
You would never see Tony in a T-shirt. No. And
I think one time he lit up a cigarette because like Tony doesn't smoke, but Andre did. Yeah, different things. Even like So. And like when he plays him something, he even talks. Tony talks a little different than Andre does.
Yeah.
Too. So, I don't know. Anybody else? Anything else? I don't have any other phone calls. I'm trying to think. There was anything else? Do you remember anything else in the show that we missed?
I will say I did not like the ice skating thing with Will and Sonny.
What thing with Will and Sonny?
The ice skating thing.
Oh, okay. I forgot about. That was their spending their Valentine's Day together.
Yeah, that was too sappy.
Ice skating, and then, and then what was the book? They gave each other a book, and
diary.
They were supposed to write down their diary, like their thoughts during the whole year and stuff. Yeah, it showed Sonny writing in it when he was in prison. Yeah, they were reliving their Valentine's Day right before, last year, right before everything
came crashing
down. Came crashing down, So, I guess Sonny could ice skate and Will couldn't or something, but Sonny was the one that ended up falling.
Yeah. He was showing off.
Yeah. Yeah. But I did see in the spoilers about them, I think somehow Will does finally come home.
Yeah,
Good night, Nikki. Yeah.
I think Victor pulls strings.
Oh, yeah. Well, he did tell Will, if you don't say anything.
Yeah.
But I think, but then I did see spoilers too. Maggie's crying, and Sonny is like, Sonny's going to have another great performance because he's going to confront Maggie now when Maggie remembers and tells him that it was her. Because there's a picture of them, and she's crying, and he has like that look on his face, like he's yelling at her.
Oh man.
So,
I'm itching to see Justin's reaction now.
Oh yeah.
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 We know Wally's going to bring it.
Yeah. Or when Maggie finds out, when they figure out the baby switch.
Oh,
and
man.
They find out that Sarah's baby died.
Yeah.
Until but then again, we kind of were discussing that before. We think, maybe Sarah's baby didn't die. Maybe she went home. Maybe it was the other lady's baby that died.
Yep.
That third one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. They might fix everything in the long run. Everybody might be redeemed somehow because they brought Summer back to just bring her back for that.
Yeah.
There has to be more to that story.
There's got to be a point to it.
It's kind of odd.
Yeah.
It's kind of odd her showing up like that. So.
And Eric was finally the bigger man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he sees now that Sarah really loves Xander.
Yep.
So, he said he's okay with that. He kind of thought he was gonna lash into him, but he didn't.
He held back.
So. Yeah. Yeah, because he was getting on my nerves. I don't like Eric and his preachy, judgmental attitude.
Even though he had a right to judge him. He did have it right because
guess,
he did keep his child from him. And that was crappy.
Yeah, but just wait when he finds out Xander was behind
he's going to kill him.
Thinking his baby was alive, and Oh, I don't know how Sarah's going to react to that, too. That could be it for them, too, so I don't know. But I do like Xander and Sarah together. I do. Of the guys that they've tried to put her with, he's the best. I mean, I see the better chemistry there. Yeah. I'm still trying to like Kristen and Brady. Everyone seems to be liking them now. Do you like Kristen and Brady? And it seems like, I mean, I like Stacy as Kristen. I mean, I do. I love Stacy as Kristen. Good. Yeah, she's doing a really good job. Yeah. I just never liked the character Kristen with Brady, I guess, no matter who was playing her. So, but. Sometimes I like Brady, and other times he makes it very hard to like. Oh, I know, because he's so stupid. Yeah. It's like, oh, Brady, and I think poor Eric, he has to explain himself all the time. It's like he has to defend, or explain Eric to Brady to everybody, Yep. Like I know all the different interviews, and it seems like every year we do an interview, and there's always something stupid that Brady does every year. Or like, oh. He'll go, I know what you're going to say. It's like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, again, Brady. How stupid can you be? You fell for it again. Yeah. And like especially this last time. Yeah, especially this last time with, you didn't know it was Nicole? Or you didn't know you did? Yeah. So, yeah. But just think how long it took John to find out that Gina was Hope. Gina was, all of them, yeah. Really? The different ones. Mhm. Yeah. But then there was Anna when she was with Tony and Andre, or she was with Andre and thought it was Tony. She kind of thought something was on, and at least have to give her credit. She kind of thought something. She figured it out. Yeah, she kind of was like, right from the start. She was like, there's something was different. But she kissed him. Tony was a little upset with her. Yeah. But didn't know that was me, but yeah. So. Anyway. Yeah. Trying to think if there was anything else. Yeah, I can't think. There wasn't much with Jack and Jen other than them being because of Bill, Yeah. They had to tell. And then Jennifer found out about Hope. She hasn't come to see. Has she come to see? Did she go to see Princess Gina? Did she talk to her? So. No. I'm trying to remember. I don't think. Yeah, the last Princess Gina was like Sean was there talking to her, and Rafe. Yeah. And Rafe talking to her. So I guess she's in jail somewhere. I don't know how they're. Yeah. Whenever they're going to get her back to Hope, I don't know. Or whenever Steve's going to go back to Steve. Yeah. So. All right. Well, I guess that's all until next week, and see what happens. Definitely. Next week. So. Okay. You know one thing. What child has the right to be screwed up as anything? Ari. Ari, oh yeah. Kind of like how her dad was messed up by having Lucas and Sammy as parents. Yeah. When you think about it. Look at all the stuff that happened to Lucas and Sammy. Yeah. Do you think Will would be screwed up? And I guess Will kind of, not. He's turned out fairly well, so. Yeah. I think that's on Ari Lucas, sure. Mostly because Lucas straightened out after a while. Right. Yeah, Sammy's still nuts. Yeah. But think of Ari. That is true. Will's in jail. Gabby's going to jail again. again. So she hasn't really, her mother really hasn't been there that long. And when her mother was on, she wasn't with her. She hasn't been with her lately for a long time.
Nope.
They haven't shown her for a long time. So
yeah, and she
they haven't really
Victor.
shown any of the kids.
Yeah,
right. They haven't That's another thing. They haven't really shown the kids that much anymore.
Yeah.
Like even Chad's kids.
That's
of course,
true.
Tate's not on anymore. I mean, he's not even around. But even Chad's kids, Ari.
Yeah, Thomas.
It says Thomas and Charlotte. I guess they are the only little kids
that
anybody has. Yeah, except for the babies. Except for the baby,
Yeah.
Mickey. Yeah. All right then. Okay.
Okay. I'll talk to you next
more,
week.
I guess. Okay. All right. Thanks for calling in.
Right.
Okay.
Good night.
Mm-hmm. Good night.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.